John Wilner with us for a couple of minutes. Wilner Hotline, you can find all of his content on the website at sports360az.com as well. John joins us every week breaking down the college football scene around the Pac-12. We've talked ASU, we've talked U of A, so let's focus in on the huge games this Saturday. Start first with Utah, Florida. Really interesting game on many, many levels. John, is this a better Utah team than the one that we saw on bowl game day on New Year's Day?
Oh boy, that was the Rose Bowl, great Rose Bowl, right? I think that Utah certainly is going to be a lot better in this opener than it was last year. It's got everything straightened out in terms of who its quarterback is. Florida is in transition, got a new coach, Billy Napier. This is actually a good spot for Utah. If you're going to go into the SEC and beat one of its higher profile programs, this is about as good a circumstance as you can ask if you're the Utes, including the fact that kickoff is at 7:00 Eastern, right? So you don't have to deal with peak humidity in the swamp. I mean, I think certainly Utah will have to, take care not to wear down in the fourth quarter. But, I like Utah's situation here. And to me, this is the biggest game for the Pac-12. Bigger even than Oregon, Georgia, because I view Utah as having the best chance to make a playoff run. And if Utah's going to make a playoff run, it's got to win this game, right? Because you can't lose two games and get in the playoff. So if they lose here, they got to be perfect. I like the Utes' chances a lot, and I think that they're going to win this game and be in great position to potentially make the CFP.
Do you like their situation better than what Oregon is going into? Here's
way better.
Yeah, because you have a first-year coach coming in Oregon, quarterback somewhat up in the air, very much up in the air. There's a lot with Oregon meeting Georgia. It doesn't look good on paper, John.
Doesn't. I mean, the point spread reflects that, right? I think the Tucks are like a 17-point underdog, something like that. I mean, it's a huge number. Georgia national champs, right? Tons of blue chip recruits everywhere, playing basically a home game. Mm-hmm. And then you've got all the unknowns on Oregon side, new coach, new coordinators. The quarterback is new to Oregon. He's not new to Georgia, right? Georgia will know Bo Nix's tendencies since he played at Auburn. You've got Dan Lanning, the Oregon head coach, who was Georgia's defensive coordinator. So Georgia is going to have a pretty good idea what Oregon's going to try to do defensively, but Oregon's going to have a pretty good idea what Georgia's going to try to do on both sides of the ball. Is Oregon capable when the pressure's on and Georgia's locked in? Is Oregon going to be able to hold their own at the line of scrimmage?
Couple huge games for sure. Very much looking forward to that. John, thanks for the time as always.
Thanks a lot, Brett.